Marmui, The Secret Mission, A Quest to Save the Korean Language. Directed by Eom Yu-na, Marmui, The Secret Mission, released January 9th, 2019, recounts the real-life struggle of the Korean Language Society to create the first Korean dictionary. Famous for her work writing the hit film Taxi Driver in 2017, was compelled to tell the story of these brave individuals. The film stars Yoo Hae-jin as Kim Han-soo, an illiterate single father of 2 children who joins the Language Society after attempting and failing to pickpocket their leader. The film also stars Yoon Kye-sang as Yoo Jung-hwan, the son of a wealthy pro-Japanese educator who opposes his father and leads the society. Coincidentally, he is the man who Kim Han-soo attempted to pickpocket. When Kim Han-soo initially joined the society, he and Yoo Jung-hwan did not get along. As an illiterate person, Kim did not see the point of creating a Korean dictionary. He found money to be far more valuable than words. Yoo only saw Kim as a useless distraction, as the society was pressed to finish the book by a hard deadline set in place by Japanese authorities. The two eventually became friends as Yoo began to teach Kim how to read and write. Kim also proved himself to be useful, helping the group collect the various Korean dialects before a Japanese ban on Korean literature, like the dictionary they were trying to make, could begin. Creating the dictionary was not all smooth sailing for the society, as they were routinely harassed by the Japanese officials. One of their very own even betrayed the secret location of their work in hopes of getting his wife released. She did not get released. However, not all was lost, as one of their members, who unfortunately died in the raid, secretly made copies of their work at night. At the climax of the movie, Kim Han-soo ends up dying trying to protect this final copy from the Japanese authorities, and the other members were imprisoned. We do find out, however, that he was successful, and the book was recovered and published by the remaining society members upon the end of the Japanese occupation. Ryu even hand-delivered a copy of the book to Kim's children, who fled after their father's untimely death. This film focuses on the real-life Korean Language Society, founded in 1908 by Ju Si-kyung. During the Japanese occupation of Korea, Japanese officials sought to assimilate ethnic Koreans into Japanese culture. And one of the ways they did this was by forcing the Japanese language onto Koreans through Korean language bans in schools and major publications. Koreans were also encouraged to take up new Japanese names to show their solidarity to the Japanese authorities. This order is known as Soshi Kemi or Changshi Gamyong in Korean. There is, however, some debate over whether this order was encouraged or forced onto the Korean people. Seeing their children begin to forget the Korean language, the society decided to create the first Korean dictionary to preserve their culture. The process was long and arduous, with many of the members being imprisoned for continuing to work on the dictionary after the ban. The dictionary was eventually finished after the end of the occupation with the help of the Rockefeller Foundation. After watching this film, I truly understand just how powerful a tool language is when uniting a people. Language as a part of one's identity was something I didn't really understand as a native speaker of English, one of the most widely spoken languages in the world. Kim Han-soo and the Language Society showed me a whole new meaning to a language. I witnessed them put all their hopes, dreams, and ambitions into this dictionary. This film serves as a wonderful demonstration of solidarity in times of great distress. Like the meaning behind the word uri, they will always remain one people no matter what the Japanese may try to do to erase their identity. This unifying spirit of the Korean language continues to this day. Aside from creating the first Korean dictionary, The Language Society also started Hangul Day during the Japanese occupation. Hangul Day is a day set aside to honor the Korean language, created by King Sejong the Great. South Korea also has a National Hangul Museum opened in 2014. Here, visitors can learn all about such an important aspect of the Korean identity. If you are looking for an inspirational story about risking your life to help protect your cultural identity, Marumoli is the perfect film.